Uh, I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean mute Skype? Na 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 na. Oh. Na 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 na. And this is Beautiful Joe. This is Beautiful Joe. What do you mean mute Skype? Message sound. Oh. Ah. Ah. It can't hurt. I should do that too. Hmm. I don't freaking care. I don't care. Granted, I do need to be Beautiful Joe. Yep. Should be. Hey.
Hello? Hey!
Alright, I just need to figure setup here.
Alright, I'm not too loud, right?
No, I think your level's actually pretty fine. Just say a few more things?
Uh, alright then. Yeah, I don't really get too loud, so.
No, that's fine. It looks like the level's good anyway.
Awesome.
Alright, now I need to pray my computer doesn't blow up.
It's always handy.
Let's see. God help me. Go live. Something's happening? Hey, no, wait. I think I'm going... I'm on air, I think. Yeah, here we go. If my computer wasn't a piece of garbage, this would be great. 4 years old. I need a new one.
That's about as
Or
old
at least
as
I at least needed the interior checked. Let's see here. There's the chat part. Instant message, I guess. There.
Alright.
I honestly don't expect many views from this. But, I mean, last video I uploaded was, well, besides the Luigi kart thing, June 2011?
Yeah. Oh, jeez, let me turn this down a bit. I've got you in the call, and then I got the stream, which is like a little bit behind.
Yeah, you should I forgot to mention you should probably mute that. This game gets hard.
Yeah. It gets brutal near the end.
I got to like the fifth. I got to like the Bianchi base, and then just it all went to hell. I got to that fish underwater boss. It didn't work.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
I had no idea how to fight him. I'm just like, I give up. I don't know what to do. That was like half a year ago.
Like, this was one of those like games. This was one of the last games I ever like rented before I stopped. Before like any like game rental places stopped existing where I was. So at the time I played this, yeah, I just had to just like slow things down and pray that I could hit the shark.
I rented this when Blockbuster was still in business, and what, that was 10 years ago, maybe. And I don't know. I don't even know how it attracted my eye. It's just the box art looks so out there. I don't even know what it caught my attention.
I think it kind of reminded me of like superhero stuff, and like since I've never been like super into comics because like they all seem to be like there's like nowhere near me where I could find comics, so like the most I have is like through my dad. So I was like, oh, it looks like a comic book thing. I want to see more things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I never got into comics. The closest things I ever got to in like superhero stuff was Batman animated series or Spider-Man or something.
Yeah. The most I had was like exactly those things. Spider-Man, what was it, X-Men Evolution, Justice League.
I should put this on Tumblr, actually. I forgot completely. I'm like, I was like in my head, I'll just put this on Tumblr, it'll be great. And then I forgot.
That'd be awesome.
will ever be the same.
Yeah.
Man, I missed the most
The thing
important
is, I think
part.
it's funny looking back at certain games like this because, like, I look at them, I look at them now, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much the type of thing that I like. But at the time, I didn't even know, I hadn't pinpointed what type of stuff I liked yet. Like styles of like games and cartoons and shows and stuff like that.
Is mine and shall serve as the object.
There we go.
Of my revenge.
I put it on Tumblr while my computer's exploding.
The heck?
Surprisingly, it's not overheating, really. But,
That's always a good thing.
yeah, I like looking back on this, I'm just like, I love Kamen Rider. And I never really was. I honestly, as a kid, I hated Power Rangers. It was the lamest thing ever. It's just like, oh my god, these like teenagers or like high school and they're getting attacked and this choreography is awful.
I always kind of
Nowadays,
had the feeling that like something was off about it. Then I learned that literally the only thing that was actually ours was the actual like American teenagers, while everything else was footage that was already from another Sentai show. I was like, oh, that would explain it.
Yeah,
We just added all the weird. We added all the weird parts, and we took all the awesome things from somewhere else.
all the weird things, the things that we as Americans don't understand, so we had to fix.
Yeah, I'm at a point. Yeah, I'm at a point now where a bunch of American kids in high school, when there's American kids at high school, is like, man, this is weird, and not the part where they're in giant robots fighting some big beast.
Yeah, it's just like when they were dealing with like high school stuff, I'm like, I don't care at all about this.
Yeah.
You must
Yeah.
take my place.
Like I was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers relatively like recently, maybe like 4 months ago. I just happened to stumble across an episode that my friends and I were watching. It was, I think, some episode when like a new Power Ranger is introduced, and there's just like this weird school boxing match with karate. I'm just like, what is happening?
The world
Oh,
is in
yeah.
danger. Your lady
They had
friend
to
is
try. They had to like try their best to like seem relatively capable, so it didn't look weird when they got into the outfits, and suddenly they could, and suddenly like they were way better.
Yeah, but it didn't really work.
Try one on. Go!
It was oh god, Bradley D. Baker, whatever his name is.
Oh crap! I think I've heard that name.
You might know him as from Kids Next Door.
Yeah.
Remember number 4?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Same guy.
Wow.
And like all he does a lot are like animal or not like animal noises and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like he's a lot of side characters and you wouldn't really recognize him, but this is like
Wow.
the most noticeable thing he had as a like main character. Ow.
God.
I don't really know any other like times he's been like something this substantial.
Yeah, seriously.
Of course, they have to change the voice actors when it's the anime. I don't understand that.
Oh yeah.
I did practice a little bit before, but it's been so long.
That funny. It's funny, like seeing someone else play it, because like this was like actually this was also one of my first forays into the fact that, oh wait, a lot of the stuff I like, a lot of people I know don't know about. Like it was like, yeah, it's like I just tried this game called Viewtiful Joe. It's awesome. And everyone's like, I've never heard of that. And it's like, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think a couple of my friends know about Beautiful Joe. Oh, I'm beautiful. This game is so made for Americans. It's just like Japanese people can't pronounce the V and the B's.
Oh yeah.
And I think this was Kamiya's like first real break into video games. I think he did other stuff earlier, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah, he did do this, didn't he?
He did a lot.
I couldn't remember if actually I never really knew if I never actually looked into if Kamiya was one of the people who was like originally with Clover Studios before, like, you know, everything went to hell and they had to pick themselves up.
Oh my god, I don't remember. Captain Blue is not supposed to be this hard.
God.
Nice job.
Yeah, I remember like the
Awful.
first time you fight him is like a bit harder than like the second time isn't as bad since like you've gotten a handle on things, and then like once you fight him near the end, that's it. Then it's like, okay, the chips are down. You got to get this.
I did awful.
Your hero-ness has awakened. Now the V-Watch is responding to your hero instincts deep down inside.
It's funny looking back at some of these old, like the games that Clover Studios made, and then like looking at them now and realizing that like they still kind of get screwed over a lot.
What do you mean?
Like they do a lot of like well, definitely not as much anymore now that everyone's realizing that like you should like when Platinum Games does something, you should bank on them. But that's gonna be. But like I remember, like at least when they were Clover Studios, and like at first when they first became Platinum, they still seem to be stuck in that rut of like they make amazing things, but nobody really knows how to like market them properly. So I remember when they did a few things for Sega, they had a problem. Like they did like not like Bayonetta, but they did this other game called. You ever heard of Vanquish?
Yeah. Oh my, that was free on PS Plus for a while, and I got it, and I had no idea it was Platinum Games.
Yeah,
and
it's like
I got rid of it before
like
realizing it's Platinum Games.
a lot of people like to jokingly call it the greatest game that nobody played because
I want to play it, but I don't have it.
yeah, like I tried it when a friend showed it to me, and it was honestly really fun. But like, yeah,
Really
they had
chaotic
that.
for me. I had no idea what was going on.
Oh yeah, it was wild. It took me a while to like, keep track of myself.
Yeah, I was talking with some people online. It's just like, who would be really good for an action Metroid game that wouldn't involve a freaking NES-styled controller? And it's like that would still be a shooter-styled game. And I'm just like, well, what if you hand it off to Platinum Games? Like, have they ever done anything like that? It's just Vanquish. I'm like, oh, I played that game. Wait, that was Platinum Games?
Yeah, you don't even realize it was them.
Yeah, it was too late. Do you know if Red Hot Kick was in there?
Oh, that was a movie there?
I don't know. I'm asking because I never played it. Red Hot Kick is everywhere.
I didn't get to do much of like other than like a test run one night when we were playing. It was like me, like one of my college buddies showed it to me one time when we were playing games, and then we moved on to something else. Wait, now I remember. He showed it to me because I mentioned that I wanted to show him Anarchy Reigns, and then since we were talking about Platinum, he was like, "Hey, I might as well show you Vanquish while we're at it." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
God, I'm not being beautiful enough.
Yeah, this guy.
This slot machine's annoying.
Oh, the slot machine. I remember like one of my worst habits in this game was that when something's really bad, when I got myself into like a really bad situation, like say if I fell in like lava or something and I wanted to get myself out quickly, I instinctively go to like fast forward mode so I could like put out the game while I got out, but then I would jump too quickly and forget I was in fast forward, so I inadvertently jump over the foothold I needed and back into the lava or something.
Yeah.
Awful.
I was never good at fast forward, but I was even worse at like the whatever that like when you zoom into the camera and like you get like superpowers or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get anywhere with that until like my second playthrough. Because I didn't realize this.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say that I didn't realize that you could do the zoom in and whatever, and like you could zoom out and whatever move you started during it would still get the power. Like you could start like the red hot kick or something, and then zoom in on it, and then you could zoom back out, and you'd still have the power up, but now you can see more.
Yeah, I had a problem. I was just like I kept zooming in, and I know it's all about like timing, but
yeah,
I'm good at that.
Yeah, I'm really good at timing, but like I can't do too many things at once. I think that's what got. Actually, now that I think about it, that's what gets me with like Toho sometimes, because like my brain can only register so much going on at once.
I've always wanted to try Toho, but never knew where to start, and never really had a computer that would do it ever.
Luckily, they're not too like high maintenance high maintenance in games. So if you ever get the chance, chances are there's a good chance you'll be able to run it.
On a Macintosh?
Never mind then.
I mean,
like,
I've heard of software that was like, I think it was called like Wine Sauce or whatever, where it says you can run Windows programs on your Macintosh, or there's Boot Camp, but I had Boot Camp and it was alright, but ever since my computer's become absolute garbage and slower than ever, it's just, no. Oh, I lost my powers because I was too greedy. Yeah, I remember when I played Viewtiful Joe, I had no idea what henshin mean.
Yeah.
Just like, what is this? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't care. I'm cool.
Like, yeah, that was honestly like the running gag for like me with a lot of these things. Like, again, so many of these things are like now. It's like, well, of course I'm into that. I understand this. But at the time, I was like, what is this? It's so cool.
I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
Yeah, I was like, I'll try anything. This is kind of cool. Now I'm obviously it's like, I like this. I don't like this kind of thing. Stay away from this.
Yeah. I tried, speaking of trying new things, I tried Disgaea that Nisa does. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get into it.
I wanna like just like I only want to do it like for the characters and stuff because like I hear those games like really unforgiving and yeah.
When it came to the gameplay, it was just like I wanted to like it because I wanted to enjoy more strategy RPGs, but it's like I was so used to Fire Emblem, and Fire Emblem's actually really easy, but really hard at this. It's really simple. And this guy is just like, here's all these crazy stuff that you can do. And I'm just like, I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I don't like when someone overloads like everything that's like right away. And it's like, I don't know what to deal with. I don't want to do something wrong, and then screw myself because these things are hard.
I can combine characters. There's combos. That's like, what the hell is happening?
Like I remember that kind of happened to me with like Xenosaga a bit because they like had so many little like intricacies and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna do something wrong. I don't wanna. I'm Also,
yeah.
I'm not a fan of like I can I've definitely like two things I've gotten a lot better with in recent years is like I actually do side quests in video games now because I used to like never do them. Like anytime I played Zelda, I never did side quests.
What?
Now I do them like I got into it like late, so like I didn't like realize the whole idea of like RPGs and like games with side quests and stuff like that. So I was like, I just go through the game, right? Right? Like I just get money and stuff from this extra stuff, right? I get I get big things from it. I should start doing these more.
I mean, I was always into like collecting stuff because my first actual like game purchase was Metroid Prime and Metroid Fusion, and those are all like, hey, let's collect stuff. And I'm like, I gotta collect all of it, except I am garbage at these games because I am 10.
Yeah, like Metroid was like the only, like Metroid style games were the only ones that I actually understood. Like I should collect everything because like that was just in my mindset from the start. And like actually come to think of it, technically the only RPG that I like recognize, like I didn't really recognize what was an RPG at first, or like what was like a big like adventure game or something. So like I had like Secret of Mana ever since I was little, and that game took me like 10 years to beat because one, I keep getting distracted, and two, I didn't understand how to go about playing an RPG until I played Tales of Symphonia when that came out. Then I finally realized, so this is how RPGs work. I love these.
These are great.
Yeah, and like my first, and believe it or not, my very first Zelda game was actually when I was visiting my cousins, and I was babysitting them, and they were having trouble. So I was like, "Oh, can you play it? We'll watch you." And I'm like, I like Zelda.
I don't know. I've never been. How old were you? How old were you when this is?
I'm trying to talk crap and kind of remember like when. I got the box around here somewhere.
Purchasing time. What do I get? Should I get Red Hot Kick?
Yeah, I say Red Hot Kick.
Red Hot Kick.
Let's see. When did this come out? Oh wow, it came out like. Oh, 2003. Damn. That long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we're old, okay? Like, I don't want to admit it, but like, I have a brother who's 7 years old. And I grew up with the original NES and Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh. I remember reading sometimes just like, man, freaking Twilight Princess was my childhood. I'm just like, wait, what?
And it's like, no, that's bullshit. Like, I already can't stand it looking at Super Smash Bros. Brawl and, like, seeing that came out in 2006. I'm like, that's bullshit. That's not a kind of old.
My first video game I ever actually purchased was Kirby's Adventure for the NES.
Wow.
I think I was 5 or 6 or something, and I was like, this... Well, I didn't purchase it myself. My mom bought it for me, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Red Hot Kick. So much fun, and... Ow! I got hit by a barrel. It's not very fun. How beautiful am I? I'm pretty beautiful. Could have been more defensive.
Looking good. Oh crap! I was 11 when it came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I played so that was my first Zelda purchase, and then my friend, like one of my best friends, had always told me about like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and stuff, and so he helped me find those games, and ever since then I just started picking them all up.
My first 2D Zelda was Link's Awakening, and I
Damn.
couldn't beat the second dungeon, and wow, that was hard.
Yeah, that was one of the few I had to play. That was one I ended up playing on an emulator. That was fun. That was really fun.
Captain Blue. Good night, Captain Blue.
I never beat A Link to the Past.
I know, like, one of my other friends has never beat A Link to the Past. He got to the final dungeon that wasn't Ganon's castle, and he never beat it.
I got to
I'm just like, why? You're literally right there.
I was at
It's like you just have one more dungeon. Why not?
I was at like the third to last. Yeah, I had like 3 more sages to find, and I was in a dungeon that dealt a lot with like it was very, very like underground, and like there was a lot of like water, and like almost had like a sewer feel to it. And I remember just not knowing what to do next because like I'd done everything I like could visibly see. It's like I don't see anything else I can do. I don't know.
Was that after you got the Master Sword? Do you even remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the second dungeon. Yeah, second dungeon. And that's where you'd get the hook shot, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I remember getting the hook shot, and then like soon after that, I was just lost.
Yeah, and when it came to Link's Awakening, it was second dungeon, and I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't find like a key, and I thought I searched every room, and then I got to the boss, and he was even worse because I never thought to throw the jar against the wall.
Oh wow. There's a lot of stuff that, like way back. Mind you, Link to the Past. When I talk about Link to the Past, I'm actually talking about when I'm playing it on the Game Boy Advance port, because I never owned the original. Because again, I never owned any ones before Wind Waker. Like the original.
Oh yeah. I had both the versions, and I was always like, I always wanted to play Four Sword Adventures or Four Swords, but I had no friends who had that game. It was just like, great, I'll never beat Vati.
God, Four Swords Adventures on GameCube was so much damn fun.
It was when your friends weren't being dicks. I remember. You remember the stage where it was like the fourth world where like Hyrule Castle was all dark and stuff, and you fought Valhalla or whatever.
Get like infiltrated and shit.
Oh god, the infiltration. We had a friend who literally took us maybe an hour because he kept getting caught by the lights. And we go all the way back to the beginning, and it was just, why? It was just awful.
I remember like the biggest, like challenge that we had with working as a team was just never trusting each other with fire. Because someone was always guaranteed to get right in the line and then just force gems everywhere.
Sounds a little bit like me. Except with bombs. Which actually hurt.
Yeah, I was the idiot that was always too close to the things and forgot that it would actually leave a bit of fire.
Yeah, it always did leave a tiny bit.
God.
Yeah, she gets sliding, but I've never used sliding.
Yeah, I never used it too much either.
Is Air Joe any good? Do you know?
I'm trying to remember what Air Joe was. That's like the aerial combo thing, right?
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what I think that's what it was. That like if you just kept hitting the attack button in the air, or was that like you held it and then like you'd start doing these crazy, you'd start doing like this big.
Gonna try it.
Like, it's one of those things where like you don't actually like realize in the air, and then you realize, oh yeah, he is doing the punch kick combo. I think you have to hit like both punch and kick at the same time or something, or one after the other. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it's one after the other. It's just he just sort of flails about in the air.
Red hot kick.
I thought there was a secret, but no, there are no secrets in Viewtiful Joe, really. Aside from just collectibles. Oh, this stupid boss. I remember this boss is like the one time where I wish this game had subtitles, because I just could not understand anything that was half that he's saying.
Because he had that like squeaky, that like bat squeakiness.
And yeah, he talked a mile a minute. It's just like, I have no idea what you're saying.
God. Oh god, this reminded me of some like the chameleon boss from the second game, where like he literally was like an extreme motor mouth, and so when he had like his defeat quote, when you were seeing your results and stuff, he went on like a good minute after everything was said and done. So the game's just waiting for him to finish so he can blow up.
I never actually played Viewtiful Joe 2. I heard it wasn't as good.
I liked it. I liked it just as much, honestly.
I never beat Viewtiful Joe 1, so I was never going to get Viewtiful Joe 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Have you played Metal Gear Rising?
No, like, part of me like would really like to try it, but part of me is like kind of against it because like I've yet to ever play like a Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid game in general, so I feel like it would be weird for me to just jump in for this one action game and then just back out again.
Honestly, it's not all that weird. It's very standalone. Like, there's two characters that show up in the game that are from like the Solid series, and that is Raiden, who you play as, and a girl named Sunny, which you don't see until like the very end of the game.
Oh, okay.
But outside of that, it's like really not that bad.
That's definitely one of those series where like I've never touched the game, but I actually know a decent amount thanks to everything my friends have told me.
I still don't understand Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2, I played when I was like, I don't know. Oh, I can't reach this guy. I played it when I was like 16 or something, or like 17 or 18, I don't know. And the plot was just over my head. And I think even if I still played today, I would not really understand it. But I think I have a better idea.
Sorry to wake you up. You can sleep as much as you want now.
It's always
yeah,
funny.
Metal Gear.
Stuff.
The world of the movies.
Metal Gear Rising is, I think, is the easiest Platinum game to get into, because I don't know. I played Bayonetta for the PlayStation 3, and oh my lord, that drop in frame rate all the time. It was just destroyed me all the time.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
I heard that the PS3 version had like ridiculous frame rate drop that time, and like it took.
I never thought this would be
it was awful. Like, that was the one major downfall from it. It just took forever to do anything. It's just, I couldn't see when attacks were properly hitting sometimes. And the camera angle goes really far out, unlike, I was used to Metal Gear Rising, where it always sort of stays behind your back in like a sort of over-the-shoulder view.
Yeah.
But in Bayonetta, it goes really far out. Just I can't see anything. I can't properly react.
Yeah, it's funny hearing about all that stuff, because then like I look back and it's like I didn't even see anything remote. I had no issues. What the hell happened?
Yeah,
like, even
I
at the
don't.
time, everyone was just kind of baffled by like what the hell happened between the two versions. Where one
Yeah.
and just like every type of bad luck just took a bad.
Yeah, it was weird, but thankfully we got coming out for the Wii U, and with those costumes.
Oh my god! Seeing that we were gonna get the original. Like pretty much everything, like done up more like. And just like touch it up even more, I honestly could not stop laughing. I was thinking all the people that were bitching about us getting about Nintendo exclusively getting 2, they're gonna have a fit.
Yeah, I honestly was I saw like when Bayonetta first came, or when I first saw the trailer for like Bayonetta 2, I'm just like, oh, Bayonetta 2, this is cool. And then Bayonetta 1 shows up, I'm just like, wait, what? Then they show the costumes, and then they show like Link's Legend of Zelda costume, and I'm like, what? Then they show Peach, and I'm like, wait, what? And then they show Samus, and I'm like, I can't do it.
Oh god. Fucking like instead of the giant like witch that Bayonetta summons for her big moves, when you're playing as Peach, she ends up summoning Bowser, and like hearing his actual voice, hearing his actual legit voice as his giant fist comes flying through to punch the angels. Oh my god, I'm done. I could not stop.
New voice actor for Bowser? Because I didn't really hear it.
I think so. It sounded a lot like how he sounded in like Mario Kart and stuff.
Yeah, I really like the current voice actor for Bowser compared to like what?
Well, I didn't hear the start of that statement.
I really like the new Bowser voice actor because it's like there was Mario Sunshine, which was awful. And then you got like Galaxy Bowser, which was amazing.
Yeah. I think that was where the new guy started, or maybe not, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I remember because it was just so great to hear a new voice actor for Bowser that was actually intimidating. It was amazing.
Yeah. Cause yeah, for Mario Sunshine, he was like, that was the first time you ever heard him like speak normally instead of having text.
We don't really talk about that.
Like, bro, that's what you sound like. Sound like.
Yeah, we don't really want to talk about that. It's not very good. Alright, I gotta use Mach Speed.
Of course, now that I think about it, the new guy was also definitely had like a prime moment to strut his stuff as Bowser in Mario and Luigi 3: Bowser's Inside Story, because he actually had a few like audible words said.
Yeah, like Showtime and stuff.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. It was like, yes, that's Bowser speaking. There you go.
Oh god. Yeesh. These stupid, I think they're, what are they called? Bianchis or whatever?
I can't remember.
I think they're called, like, Bianchi shooters or whatever.
Yeah,
they're just, like, well, at least the shooter dudes are.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that if you use Mach Speed while you're slow-mo, you'll walk normal.
Yeah, which is great.
Oh yeah, that was a great help.
I'm so slow.
Very nice.
I'm not used to not having enough power. There we go. That's a little better. And it's, I think that's all the guys around here. I think I get another power from Captain Blue at the end of this stupid roadway.
I think so.
I think he gives you the zoom in power, which God help me.
Yeah, only use one like you.
I think it's really good, but
yeah, like it's hard to get the hang of. Once you do, you can pull off some like really nice crowd clearing moves. But when you're first starting out, you're just like, I can't do anything with this.
Yeah, you gotta use the C stick. It's just why?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're on GameCube?
Yeah, GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the PSP version of this.
I didn't have many games for the PlayStation 2. Despite owning both that and PlayStation 1. My god. Captain Blue, what do I do to you?
Yeah, I think I Yeah, it definitely took me a bit longer to build up a PS2 library than it did a like building up a GameCube library. That just came naturally as like breathing. PS2.
Yeah, it was really easy. It's just
It's
games were everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like the GameCube is one of those things that like it's kind of like Pokemon, where like it was kind of like Pokemon, where like as long as you were in high school, it wasn't gonna get any respect. But then as soon as you got out of it, all of a sudden it was like GameCube. Fuck yeah, GameCube.
Yeah, I remember how people kept making fun of it because of Wind Waker's like kitty graphics and stuff. They're just like, really, it's a video game.
Then you look back on it and you realize it's probably like got like the most like depressing undertones of the moment.
And it's one of the most well-made games. It's just like,
yeah.
Nice try.
Like you look back at it, you're like, oh my! You look back, and you're like, oh my goodness! Like the world of the previous game is underwater. It's gone. And Ganondorf is like somewhat like depressed with what has become of like everything he strove for.
yeah, but he's still a dick.
Mm.
I'm gonna kidnap these girls. I think they're Zelda. Got
Yeah,
my
like,
giant
like,
bird that is
like,
completely inconspicuous.
Yeah. Like
There's a rumor going around that a giant bird bigger than Tetra's pirate ship is going around capturing freaking animals, girls. It's just a little rumor. The Ritto postmen were saying it. They were like discussing it. Just no one's ever actually seen it. It's just a rumor.
Oh yeah. It's like there may be a giant fuck off bird just roaming around snatching up girls.
Oh god, now I got a master. Oh, whatever. Right, making V points with the zoom in is not efficient.
Yeah.
Slow is still better.
Oh god.
Okay, anything down here? Nope. Well, yes, but this game is so rad.
Mm.
Just go for it!
Come to think of it, now that I think about it, there was a third Viewtiful Joe game.
I thought. Are you sure?
Or at least there was supposed to be one.
I thought like it never got put into development.
Oh yeah, now you mention it, maybe that's why I never saw it here, because I think maybe it just died out near the end. Because it was supposed
I think
to be
Kamiya was gonna do it, but like Capcom, because Capcom owns it, and Capcom is super lame now.
Oh right. I really hope for like I really hope Nintendo buys them, or at least buys some stuff from them if they can't just buy them out in general. But if not them, then Sony. For the love of God, one of those two. That way I can actually still enjoy some stuff if they finally help Capcom get their shit together.
What else has Capcom done that I'm drawing a blank at?
Like, I really, like, one of the few, like, fighting game series I can actually say, like, I'm, like, super, like, into that, like, not many people, like, care about now, but, like, there was this series called Darkstalkers.
I've heard of that, but I've never played it.
It was one of the series that, like, a lot of people were hoping they'd revive, and then, like, you know how they've been lately, where it was like, well, if there's enough, want for it, then we'll give it a shot. And then...
yeah, right.
And then, of course, they brought it back with Darkstalkers Resurrection, and it ended up the 11th best-selling game on PlayStation Network in the month that it was released. But Capcom, like Ubisoft, was like, oh, we were expecting this astronomically, impossible number, and since we didn't get that, well, I guess you guys don't want it. We're not doing Darkstalkers 4, sorry.
Yeah, that's the one with, I think her name is Morrigan or something?
Yeah, Morrigan.
Yeah, I've never played that game.
It's fun. It's really like, weird.
Like, how is it compared to like other fighting games? Like the button. I guess the button commands. I guess.
It plays similarly to Street Fighter. It's like it's a 6-button layout.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
It's a bit more forgiving in that you don't really need to like do like I feel like you don't need to do like big combos to get anywhere. It's more about just like finding your craziest moves and then just kind of out-weirding your opponent. Just be as drastic and all over the place and just unpredictable as possible. At least that works for me. Like it's got like this style where like you think, oh, it's gonna be like dark and very like disturbing and like like gross or something like that because they're all like monsters from all sorts of different cultures and folklore and stuff. And then when you actually like see what the read up on the characters, like, oh, some of these guys are actually like really goofy or like they're not as like mean as you would think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything about Darkstalkers.
Yeah, not a lot of people do.
All I know is that I've heard unique things about it. That's really it.
Yeah, one of many series from Capcom that it did a lot of fighting game stuff, and it was like, I've never been like huge on fighting games, at least traditional ones, but they had a lot of like crazy, like really interesting ideas and stuff, but they seem to be really like when it comes to like characters and ideas and stuff, Capcom's kind of like the reverse of Nintendo. Where like Nintendo, you show up in one of their games for like 15 seconds. Somewhere down the line, they will remember you and bring you back.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Like there's always a good chance that you'll show up again at some point down the line. But meanwhile, on the other side, there's Capcom, where you could be extremely prominent for a game and end up really well liked and really fleshed out and really well established, and then they'll never use you again.
Sounds like a lot of series that are dead.
Yeah,
sounds like Sega.
Yeah, like people will be like, "Where's that person? They were really cool. You could probably fit them in." And it's like, "Oh yeah, we remember them. It's glad you guys like them." Yeah, we're not doing it with them. We don't care.
Yeah. I am a big fan of like Sega's Shinobi and stuff, but hey, actually, that got a game on the 3DS and it was stupidly hard, but I beat it and then there was like nothing after it was the problem.
Oh, yeah, that sounds quite old school right there.
I mean, there was hard mode and I'm just like, yeah, right.
Oh, that's definitely old school right there. Completely break your soul, and then when you finally triumph, there's like, all right, that's it. Go home.
I mean, it was fun, but and it was really, really hard. But it was just once you beat it, there was nothing.
Yeah, you're just like, okay.
Beautiful.
Man.
I need to play Wonderful 101, but I promised myself I wouldn't play any other Kamiya game until I beat what I'm currently on my backlog. Speaking of backlogs, I went to GameStop today. I was like, I gotta pre-order Neptunia. So I'm like, oh right, Nintendo has all their stuff coming out. So I looked at their stuff and I pre-order Smash Bros. Bundle, Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, and it's like, okay. And then I looked at there was Oracle of I want that shocking pink bomb, but I can't get it. I looked at the 3DS lineup and I saw Pokemon Auras, or whatever people are gonna pronounce that as. I'm like, I'll get that too. And then I looked at the Vita, I'm like, oh, there's Senran Kagura. I have yet to really... I bought that first game, and I still haven't played it, really. And then I looked at the PlayStation 3, and I'm like, Tales of Xillia 2? Fuck.
like so many.
I don't have
things.
time.
Yeah, like there's so many things all like that are just like finally showing up. So like early, like right before the summer month started, I was thinking like, I don't know what's coming out during the summer. Everything seems to be like closer to fall or something like that. And then all of a sudden, just boom, just everything is like there's a couple things I want in August, and then like there's a bunch of things in September, and then there's October, and then there's November, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's awful. I think I talked to the guy at GameStop, and he said the Destiny bundle was like 430 or something. And I was like, wow, 430. And then I calculated all the reserves I had in my head. I'm only $30 away from the Destiny bundle, but I get 7 games. Probably more. Night came out yesterday.
Yeah,
fuck.
That's fun. That's a really fun game. That's a really fun game. I'm enjoying it.
Is it like old style NES action game, or is it like adventure, or what?
It's old school platforming, action platforming. It's got like it's got that it's cool in that it's got its own feel. Like it's clearly influenced by a lot of other games, like like Mega Man 2 and stuff like that. But it feels like itself. It doesn't feel like oh. Based around this type of game, and so it plays like that. It has its own sound, its own style, and honestly, it's really the design, the designs, like the levels and the characters are really clever. I mean, yet again, music done by, and Double Dragon Neon and DuckTales and stuff. He's awesome. Like, you can't go wrong with a soundtrack done by him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't Shantae coming out this summer too?
God damn it! Oh. Damn it! Too many things that I'm like. There are too many things that I want to get right away, and not enough things that I'm willing to be like, I can put that on the back burner for a bit.
Yeah.
Like Neptunia Rebirth 1, I can leave that alone for a little bit. and it won't nag at my brain until I'm finally like, okay, I've got time. Let's get this.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, time. I don't have it.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind as much if it weren't for the fact that I've got like a bunch on the list that are RPGs. Like that's what I really mind. Like if it were all like action games and platformers and stuff like that, I wouldn't mind as much. I wouldn't mind as much. But the fact that I've got like 3 like rapid fire that are RPGs, I was like, oh, those take a while.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have that off my plate for a while. I'm gonna enjoy it the whole time I'm playing it, but damn it.
I wish I could just slow time for a bit. I don't have time.
God damn it.
I'm trying to think what else is coming out, if anything at all.
Yeah,
Can't really think of anything.
Let's see, if not Hills of Gilia 2, definitely gonna have to get that. I would mention
Reserved that. I don't even know. I don't even know what the limited edition is, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I haven't been doing limited editions for like a lot. I usually only do those if like they're about a similar price or something like that. Because if they're the ones that like jack up the price a lot, it's like okay. Nah.
Yeah, I got the limited edition for Dark Souls. That was $150.
Oh.
But I got like a foot-tall statue. It weighs like 1.5 pounds.
Oh, damn.
Just go for it!
Something like that. It's pretty cool, but it looks really cool. But I sometimes wonder, did I really need this stupid thing?
Oh, God. Like I'd want to get more things like that for like games and shows that I like, but like I don't have room for them.
I have room. It's just a matter of, do I have the money that I want to spend?
That too, because I'm fine with spending money on like games and other things, but when it comes to like extra stuff like like figures and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like, should I be spending this on this?
Yeah, I made that mistake. Wow, that's a lot of beautifuls. I made that mistake with a game that I forgot to sell at GameStop today because I went straight there from work.
Come to think of it, I've got a few games I should probably sell.
You know Witch in the 100 Night?
Yes.
That game is awful.
I should probably sell that one because like I bought that excited for something that it completely was not. So like the general style of it and everything, it was like that is definitely not up my alley. Like this is a bit too this is a bit too black comedy and like messing with my feelings of like did they really do that? And then everything ends up okay in the end and it's like my emotions aren't gonna hold up this whole
Really?
time.
My fault was that
Yeah, it kind of felt weird too.
Oh. Switching weapons, you have to go into the inventory? Yeah, please.
Yeah,
And, it froze on the same level for me 3 times. I lost a good, like, hour to 2 hours. 3 times. The same level. It was awful. I was, no, never again. Honestly, the most frustrating thing.
I had to redo the tutorial because, like, once I finished it, I was in a cutscene, and then the system just turned off on me.
It went black?
Yeah, it went black, and I just heard that like the sound of like power for something going, and then it was out, and it restarted. And it's like okay,
yeah, that's the exact same
over
problem I had with it. 3 times during like the 7th level or something, or not the 7th, maybe like the 4th or something. I was pretty decently far in. And 3 times I got like a good hour or something. I was filling out the entirety of the map on my first try. Gone. So I was doing the same thing, except I was being a little quicker. I was not fighting enemies because I didn't care, because enemies scale with your level, which is really dumb. Because there's like no incentive to get stronger.
Yeah, there's like that. Yeah, like certain games like do that like nice. Like I like the way that it was done in like what's it called, like Muramasa. That was a fun way.
I have not played Muramasa.
The thing with that was like it was just fun to fight in general in that game. Like it didn't matter if like you were like you definitely felt like you were getting stronger in the sense that you were getting like better at the game, and just you were a lot more capable over time. And so like just fighting, whether it be like simple enemies or bosses, you just felt like a badass running around slashing up enemies. But like something like Witch in the 100 Night, which was like very like, you know, like plotting in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you could definitely tell that like they were still trying to like figure out like this whole 3D business.
They were trying to figure out an action game because all Nish has ever done was like
true RPGs, strategy RPGs.
It's like, yeah, you're good, not.
It's like actually that was another like side note with like what keeps me from trying Disgaea. I am awful at strategy RPGs.
I mean, I'm good at like Fire Emblem, but that's a completely different style.
Yeah, like ones that aren't as like you don't have to be, or like I guess because like with Disgaea, like it seems like one of those types of series where like there's a big stress on like you have to know what you are doing. Like there's no room for like maybe like as the game goes on, I understand that like, you know, eventually like the margin for error drops. But you know, like just give me time to like give me a means to like figure this out and like be confident with myself, please.
Yeah. Whereas in Fire Emblem, it's like you need to learn quickly what you're doing, and once you do, you're golden.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I should probably sell that because I remember I think I like another thing that was funny that happened to me for Witch in the 100 Nights was the fact that I didn't realize that the only way to keep what you did in a friggin' stage was you had to teleport out at one of those like altar things.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that just that actually like taking the time to like walk, because like the first time I did really good, I was like, all right, I guess it's time to go, and I'm like, you know what, I've got enough Diggy Pals left. I could just walk my way out, you know, get some more experience and items and stuff as I went. But then I leave, and they don't give me a warning. They just say like, would you like to leave and go back? This is the exit. I was like, okay, cool, and then I leave. And I got nothing. So it was like, you mean actually taking the time to walk myself back to the entrance, walk myself out manually instead of taking the lazy way out, is a bad thing.
Oh yeah, totally. Great game design.
And come to think of it, they didn't really like inform you of a lot of things either. Like I understand like not talking about like, you know, like the nuances and like the little like tricks and stuff that you can do until like, unless it was like later on or something like that, but like just...
Oh no, they explain all of it in the freaking help, and like the freaking like massive, here's what you can do, help list. Like we open up the options, is freaking like 100 notes of what you can do. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's like, just give me like, it's like, it doesn't have to be like it's everything. Just give me like a proper, you know, just understand, like if you've got something as complex, then just, you know, give me at least a quick rundown of what the hell I'm looking at, because I'm looking at an item pouch where I have things inside of me, but I can't hold on to, I can only hold on to like 10 things, and then it's like, okay, how do I get rid of stuff? There's no option for me to get rid of stuff. I keep trying, but it's not happening. I have all this junk in my stomach, and I don't want it because I just got a nice weapon.
Yeah, I completely forget how it works. Garbage game.
Yeah, that was
My god, I'm having so much trouble with this stupid bomb puzzle.
Oh yeah, some of the bomb puzzles they got.
What the? Damn it. trying to think of other games that were extreme disappointments that weren't games that I don't want to talk about.
Oh, one that I'm definitely gonna want to that I should probably like give to someone give to someone at some point. Maybe get like a few bucks off it. Was you ever heard of an RPG called Arc Rise Fantasia?
Yes, I've heard amazing things about that.
It is fun. It is a very fun game. It was hard as balls though, so I don't have any reason to hold on to it. Because like it was really fun and I liked the style and everything, but like I think that was where I realized that I don't like having to like grind for like a millennium just to be able to just like pass a single boss, and then have to do it again later on because those bosses got ridiculous.
I hear the voice acting is superb.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, actually, I mean, very coincidental. My friend's birthday was, well, it was technically earlier this June, but we celebrated it like last week, and we found Arc Rise Fantasia. We were talking about it the other day. And we're just like, we should buy him this, just because the voice acting was that awful. Naturally, I was gonna buy him that, but no. My friend grabbed it before I could, so that didn't work.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, there definitely were like a handful of characters where like you could definitely tell that they were actually doing their best to like, you know, give a good performance. Like whoever was the voice actor that did Cecile Gracia, I give her credit because she was definitely trying. She did a good enough job. Whereas the guy who did Nico, I don't know where they found him. I don't know if he lost a bet or something. They had to do that bad. All I know is thanks for the laugh because he was amazing for how bad he was.
I hear there's more than a few of that. I hear that a lot of like, I don't know. I saw a video of just some of the worst voice acting in that game. It was awful.
Yeah, it was that like trying too hard to do something awful. Where like they were definitely, you could tell they were trying for like a certain way, but it didn't work out at all.
Yeah. I don't have much I need to sell, actually. I wish I bought a physical copy of Conception 2. I don't even know why I really got that game in the first place.
Once I finish like Shovel Knight or something, I'll probably get back to doing that because like I started it, but then Shovel Knight came out and I was like, okay, I'll play these two things. But then I heard that Arno Surge was finally going to be localized, and I was like, oh my god, I have a reason. I finally have the motivation I need to watch an extensive playthrough of Naruto Neliko 3 now. And now I'm all hyped up on that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put Conception 2 down, and I'll get to it when I finish one of these other two.
Yeah, it's sort of me with like, so that's me with Senran Kagura. It's like, oh look, Senran Kagura's getting like 3 games. I'll play these. I'll play this original one. Never.
Yeah. That was one. That funny thing is, Senran Kagura Burst and Conception 2. I bought those with a gift card that a friend gave to me for as a college graduation present.
Oh.
So I was like,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest.
What was that?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. I mean, I
was honestly interested. I was honestly interested in both, so I was like, hey, this is a perfect chance.
I was interested in Conception too, but for the wrong reasons.
Oh.
I was like, this game looks so stupid. How good can it be?
It's honestly like it's really fun. Like it's a bit like the gameplay gets repetitive since it's kind of Dynasty Warriors, but the enemy tropes aren't like to that extent.
Dynasty Warriors.
Bigger of bigness. Like it's very much got like a brawling like combo based like beat 'em up style to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was weird of Atlas. That's just the strangest thing. they were trying to do. It was completely different than like anything they've ever done.
Yeah, and then it's like it gets repetitive after a while. But honestly, it was fun. It was fun. It's fun as like something that's like keep you busy and stuff. And honestly, after watching, like I ended up actually watching the anime, and then I was like,
there's
there's an anime for Senran Kagura. Like it like loosely.
Oh, Senran Kagura. I thought we were talking about Conception 2.
Oh no, that's straight apart.
No, I'm gonna eventually play Senran Kagura, just when I get the motivation, time, both.
And but yeah.
But
good stuff.
Oh dear. So much on my backlog. Up Joe.
Oh jeez.
Ooh.
God.
I'm thinking I should get the turbocharger to speed up my
your VFX charge.
Could probably use more health too, but screw that.
Back in the day, I was always like, man, like extra charge up, that's not a new power or something. Now that I'm older, I realize like help you like replenish stuff quickly is a godsend.
Purchase consumables? When would I ever use those? I'll never buy freaking, I'm trying to think of an example. Why is Metroid the only thing coming to mind? You don't buy anything in Metroid.
Yeah.
I see what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I remember this stupid boss. Oh god. Now I remember his annoying voice.
Oh, Davidson.
What the hell am I supposed to do here?
This was the one that took me a while.
Now, this is the one that I stopped when I was playing as a little kid.
Yeah, you had to punch it all the way up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember you're supposed to punch it up bit by bit, and then light it at the top, and then just pray that you punch it to the door at the right time.
Oh god. Now I remember why this area is even worse, because you get that stupid singing.
Oh yeah. Hulk's just singing the entire time, and he's like, God damn it, man, I'll get to you. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't hear us just jumping around in the hallway and you just hear an explosion and then just muffled swearing.
I don't know, do you hear his singing? It's freaking loud as hell.
Oh no, I remember. I can hear it in my head. I'm like the game is new, but I can hear it in my head. I remember. I will never forget that thing.
Okay. I only fought him once, and I don't remember anything about him.
He wasn't too bad.
Oh man, don't flatter yourself. You're just another one of those old attractions in this movie land.
What? Wait a minute, Jack. Tell me you knew this world was called Movie Land? Oh, interesting. Alright, spit it out. Where you from?
Huh?
I really like how Joe knows everything about movies, but he's actually in a video game, so it sort of doesn't apply all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, don't you know how this works?
What's with the feed watch on your arm, man?
It's like, no, Joe. It doesn't work like that all the time.
Oh god.
Pretty cool, huh? I'm here to avenge Captain Blue. Just call me... I haven't come up with a good name yet.
You know who I am? You know who I am?
Oh, yeah, he's not called Viewtiful Joe yet.
The blue snake. Now you'll be lucky if you get away with your life, boy.
Oh yeah. He has to he earns the title by the end.
Just go.
I wouldn't know. I never got it.
Like I can't remember who it was. Like at some point, someone asks him who he is, and he finally calls himself Viewtiful Joe.
I'm on fire. I don't know if there's any way to put it out.
I remember you just speed up and then it puts itself out.
This isn't too bad. I'm just this is really actually pretty easy. Oh my god, oh my god, he's almost done. Oh god, but I'm almost done. Oh, I have one hit, he has one hit. That's not good.
Oh man. And actually, I'm seeing it way after you say it. So I'm hearing it. I'm just seeing it go down. Oh man.
Ouch! You little punk.
A man wears a scar as a medal.
That was pretty rough.
Not to say I couldn't win.
Yeah, I just saw that red hot kick into a missile in his skull.
Overcame the frightful power of Hulk Davidson. But on the blueprint that had fallen into his hands was...
Oh wow, people are talking in this, and I am not paying... people are chatting in my chat, and I'm not paying attention.
The shadows
Yeah, I'm not even I don't think I've I have the whole thing kind of scrunched up against the side.
Already, water was starting to...
Yeah, I should actually pay attention.
Thousands of lives were at risk. Joe had no choice but to abandon the search for Sylvia and race to rescue the innocents of Moo.
Dang, this is horrible. I can't even read this junk. But more importantly,
People are complaining
a
that I think
superhero
it's
needs a
laggy
super
or
rap.
something. But I bet you it's just my awful computer and my awful connection and my awful everything.
Don't forget to see the next installment. 2 million.
Honestly, this I'm almost positive the interior of my computer is actually going bad.
Yeah.
Ready, Six Machine? Let's ride.
Oh, right, Six Machine, which was actually in Japanese called Sex Machine.
Yeah.
But they're strange. Well, I understand that censorship because America's pro-violence, negative against sex, and it's complete opposite for Japan.
Oh yeah, it's like show that guy getting this, show that guy getting his head ripped off. Yeah, show those people getting like blood and guts everywhere and all their babies. Don't show a boob. What are you doing?
It's opposite in Japan. Japan, like, some, like, oh my god. What do I do?
It's like people were getting brutally. That's actually bad. Like, who gives a shit about a titty? It's a boob. Whatever.
Well,
yeah.
I can understand both sides, and I can't.
Yeah.
Should I save my money or buy an upgrade to max speed?
I'm
thinking of saving so I can get the ukemi, so I can just not take damage sometimes if I'm good.
Yeah, I always like forgot how you're supposed to do that. So like I didn't. So like I had it, and I just was too stupid to utilize it. Like it's gonna take a while to get to that.
I hear Viewtiful Forever. I remember reading Viewtiful Forever on an FAQ, and I remember reading that it was awful. Like, it was the stupidest power-up that you walked through or said.
Like, when like you do that like that automatic dodge in slow motion, you zoom in on yourself and he strikes a pose, and like you do a little bit of damage. Like it's not like this super counter move or something like that. It's just like I did a little damage by striking a pose. Now. All right.
But you do a little damage to everyone. It makes so much. You can do chip damage to everyone. It's great.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you can do like.
Oh god, this level. Now I remember this level. I couldn't beat this level. The boss. No.
Oh, right.
Just go for it.
Oh wait, what the hell? I'm not ready for Gradius or. I'm not ready for. What arcade game was a side-scrolling shooter? I'm thinking of like Gradius.
It's probably bad that like that the first thing I'm thinking of is Terodius.
I mean, I don't know.
I can't think of the game by the exact same company that they were spoofing off of themselves. With Parodius.
What was that game again? I'm drawing a blank.
Like, very similar name, but damn it.
What is that? That sounds familiar, but I'm not remembering what it is.
Let me look it up. It was like on like the Super Nintendo and like a few. Actually, it had a few games.
Huh.
A series of horizontally scrolling shooters developed by Konami. Games are tongue-in-cheek parodies of Gradius, hence the name. It also parodies many other Konami franchises, including Antarctic Adventure, Castlevania,
wait, a shooting game is parodying Castlevania?
Yeah, I think Konami snuck a few like references to their Castlevania.
What do you freaking reference? It's a Super Nintendo. Would you reference freaking Simon getting cursed because it's a garbage game? Oh my god, so much is happening on the screen.
Maybe it's one of the later ones, because looking at platforms, they've had Parodius has been on like got the arcade, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, mobile phone, PlayStation, the PSP, and the Super Nintendo one ended up on the Virtual Console for the Wii and the Wii U. Huh?
Gradius, you're saying?
Parodius. But Gradius.
Parodius.
Look up Gradius.
I know what Gradius is. I'm pretty sure it's an arcade game. I thought that was top down, or not top down, but like not side scrolling, but you go upward. Maybe that's just Space Invaders.
Look at,
I completely forgot I had like I could use my superpowers. I was just doing this entire level awfully because I couldn't remember anything. I'm so great at this video game. I can hold down the button to shoot. Oh my god, I am so good at this level. I should just stop right now. I'm so bad. Why am I not playing Metal Gear Rising? I've been playing that on very hard mode. No, let's play Viewtiful Joe, because I've never beaten that before.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to look at my chat, because I know people are actually mentioning shooting games now, and I'm like, what are they talking about? R-Type, this thing. Speaking of shooting games Speaking of shooting games, I don't know why, R-Type reminds me of the Super Scope for Super Nintendo, which I owned. It took 6 AA batteries. It was not worth it.
Yeah,
but you know what also...
I wish I owned at least one of those things, just so I could say I did.
Oh my god, I have only one hit point left. What am I doing? You know what else I owned, though?
What?
I actually owned a Game Gear.
Nice.
No, it wasn't nice. It ran on 6 AA batteries, and all I had was Sonic and Sonic 2. And I will.
Oh yeah, weren't they like ports of like the original Master System Sonic games?
No, they were completely different ports. That'd be too nice.
Oh,
no,
they were completely different ones. So my memory is right. I keep remembering something that looked completely like a completely new Sonic game. But all I ever looked at, all I can ever Google now is the fact that they had that. All I ever Google now is like, fuck, there were ports and then. Thank you for verifying that for me.
Nah. Am I gonna have to fight a boss with one hit? Oh, fuck. I'm done. Cut!
F.O. with that.
I literally got smacked and died.
Oh god.
Okay, well now that I know I can use my superpowers, this shouldn't be so bad.
It's funny, actually. It's funny looking back at like the Game Gear and like realizing how friggin' much of a brick that thing was.
You didn't think that was a brick?
I
Hell,
forgot.
I knew it was.
I knew it was bulky, but I forgot how much it was.
Oh, awful, awful.
I just saw that one hit.
Yeah, I was like, I got this. No, it didn't work out.
The plane literally just was like, haha, yeah, no, and then just headbutt you.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well.
Woo!
I am doing much better than I was before.
Oh, man. Oh my god, Moxie is so helpful here.
I know, right? It's great.
And I
Amazing.
never do that.
What, you never thought to use Mach Speed? I've never done the close-up thing.
Again, I was like at a time period where I didn't actually think about some of these different things. Like I got used to like finding something that really worked. I was like, wow, this is really strong, and I try it, and I just keep using it.
I should
nowadays,
try close-up.
Nowadays,
Oh,
I'd actually
wow.
try close-up. I think you can do like drill. You can like do like drilling charge.
Yeah, I
attacks
just tried it.
and like a spin attack.
Yeah, I just tried it. Yeah, it's basically the same as Joe's normal stuff.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so much better. Got hit. Doesn't matter, I got a burger anyway.
Like, it's funny looking at something like the Game Gear, because, like, it's one of those things where, like, you could just feel how big it was. Like, the original Game Boy was a brick, but, like, it had, like, a compact design to it. Whereas, like, the Game Gear was just kind of like, here's a screen, and then just...
The original Game Boy was not compact at all. That's why they made the Game Gear, or the Game Boy.
No, I mean, like the look. I don't mean, like, the thing itself was big, but the look was, like, everything was, it was a nice shape. It had a nice shape. Here was your big screen. Here's your button, and then there wasn't like a ton extra. Like not as much as the Game Gear at least. Like the Game Gear was just like the screen looked a lot smaller than I remember it being, and then there's just like so much extra plastic outside of it.
Well, you want to talk about excellent controller design? We talk about the Dreamcast.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It had the cord coming out of the bottom because that makes sense.
Yeah. God.
Or we talk the Xbox's original controller.
Now that I'm aware that the chat is happening, I feel like I need to verify that. No, I am not a dumbass. I understand that the Game Boy was big, that it was a brick. It was a big thing, but I'm talking about comparisons and like.
Well, yeah, I had both, and honestly, the Game Boy. Oh no! I'm not gonna get hit again by the exact same attack from the plane. But no, the Game Boy was.
Like I was just trying to say, like it had a nice look. It like had a nice look. It's like, oh yeah, here's the thing. Here's a handheld gaming thing, whatever. Whereas the Game Gear was like, what the hell?
Yeah, Game Gear only had 2 games for it. And, yeah, right.
Don't even remember what else it had besides like a couple Sonic games. Did it have anything else?
It had Mortal Kombat. Don't ask me how I played. I don't remember.
Say it did?
It did. It had Mortal Kombat. I have no idea how it worked.
That's first for me. That's the first I'm hearing it.
Yeah, well. Now I remember how to fight this. Why is slow the best power in the game?
I completely forgot that you had. I forgot that you had those like bombs to drop.
Yeah, I did too. Then I used them, and I was like, oh wow, look how much damage this does. Levels.
Always fun.
Oh, good, I get to save. I can get anything.
I gotta admit, when it comes to like usual standard video game fare, I don't have nearly as much trouble water stages as like the average person seems to. Because like it almost feels like a new thing where like all of a sudden it's kind of like the popular thing to like hate on them.
Well, it's not that it's not that I hate them. It's not because they're hard. It's because movement, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play like Mario Brothers, and oh boy, water level. Now I go slow.
Yeah, like I'm
Or it's
not saying like you. I'm not saying like in general, like it's always like just like the popular thing. Just like as soon as someone mentions it, all of a sudden, like every type of insult you can think of comes out. And it's like, okay, was it really that bad? Was it?
I mean, I can think of some.
There are some bad ones. We're talking about bad ones. It's like we're talking about like what was it? Like freaking like one of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games.
I own that. I owned that. I played that a lot because that was one of the better NES games I had. So don't be mocking that game for all its garbage.
Well, no, that game is amazing. I'm just like, now
no, it's not.
It was fun. It was fun.
I'm locked. I'm locked into stuff. No, Joe, stop.
Oh god, fucking Donatello and his bow staff that can like hit anything.
We're talking about the NES one, right? The one where it had the awful seaweed that was like electrified.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game was awful.
Yeah. Now that's it. Like we're talking something that's like that's pretty much like one of like the epitomes of like it's like are you dealing with something like that? If not, then chances are it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think like. What isn't an NES game that had an actually awful water level that was just not fun to be in? And that's what chat's gonna tell me. Really, I'm not gonna figure something out. Metroid does water levels well because once you get the gravity suit, it's not water.
Yeah, and you only deal with them like enough to like realize that like here's an area where like you still have to worry about like something having a leg up on you and stuff.
Alright, I have shocking pink bombs. I'm gonna save those for the boss and pray to God they work.
But yeah, when it comes to like a lot of them, it's like Mario ones honestly aren't that bad because like they don't like because like Mario they don't cram like everything they can into like tight spaces to like give you a bigger headache. So it's like you're moving slow. Just... you're moving slow enough. Here's a few obstacles. There's a bunch of collectibles to make sure you don't die like a bitch. And here you go. Good luck. Hopefully you have a good time with it. Then you've got other games where they're like, okay, you got this mobility difference. Let's cram a million other things that you have to be like really touchy about. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Shoot right in between the stupid Bianchi shooters, because that's a genius idea I've ever had.
Oh god.
Okay. I can't possibly streak. Oh my god, I hate these stupid enemies. This water just is not helping.
So close.
I swear to God.
Barely missed that one shit.
I am missing all these attacks. I just want them dead.
They have that roll where they dodge everything. Oh boy.
There we go. Why shouldn't I should have zoomed in sooner? Doesn't look like it. Oh wait, what the heck? Puzzles. Oh. I see what they're doing. You can't fool me, Kamiya. Because you're trying to fool me, you bastard.
Oh.
How awful was that? Oh, I don't even get a ranking for that. Whatever.
Like I just saw you get the control thing and like try to actually go through the door by yourself. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just thinking, nice try though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was smart, jumping out of the water so you could, jump and red hot kick into the air fast. Clever.
Honestly, I'm really liking red hot kick. Maybe a little too much.
It's a versatile move. You use it for more than fighting.
But I also use I should use slide more often. Slide's a lot faster, actually. I want to get out of this stupid water.
Just go for it!
But I'm okay as long as I can slide. Slide. Have you ever played Mega Man 8?
Yeah.
Do you remember that stupid snowboarding game, level? Where it's like just this weird voice acting?
The one that I barely beat? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the one that I never beat?
I never beat the boss after that. I couldn't figure out how to fucking hurt it.
I was never very good at Mega Man. Yeah. I really liked like Mega Man 7, but
yeah. That was one of the few I got close to. Like I remember, for some reason, one of the first Mega Man game I actually legitimately beat, at least of the classic games, was the one where that you had the most to go through to beat it. It was your main villain was Dr. Cossack, and then so you had to go through
Mega Man. Oh, sounds
five,
like Mega Man 4 or 5. I want to say 5.
Yeah, 5 sounds about right. But yeah, you had to go through friggin' Dr. Cossack's castle. So that was 4 non-stop stages. And then I got to my last life, and I finally beat him. And then all of a sudden, his daughter comes out. Since I was playing the Anniversary Collection, whenever you paused, you could get hints from whoever was supposed to be helping you, and like his daughter was helping. And all of a sudden, she shows up like, no, he was under Wily control. And I was like, okay, that's understandable. Wait, that means I got 4 Dr. Wily stages to go through on one life. somehow did it. Somehow bullshitted my way through all of that. Beat Wily. I felt like I was on top of the world. I could never redo that in my life.
I'm not understanding these electrical like switch thingamajigs.
Yeah, I hate those things.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like go in like slow-mo and then just like punch them 1 or 2 times and like get away before they activate again. I can't remember.
I don't know. It's okay.
Like,
Just wait and be patient.
It's like touchy. It's like really touchy.
I just tried to wait. Okay, no. Going in slow-mo is bad. The electricity surges outward.
Oh, I guess it's just normal. It looks like you were able to hit it like when you were normal, so like it takes a while.
God, I'm gonna freaking die. Maybe if I go into zoom in.
Yeah, that. Actually, yeah.
Oh, maybe if I like rapid punch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. Except now I have like no health. God. That was lame. That was really lame. Oh.
Yeah, those things were sons of bitches. Bitches.
Alright, well, I got 3 hits left. I can definitely make it to the boss. Oh my god, I have 2 hits left.
You definitely make it to them.
Oh, it's possible. Whether it's plausible is an entirely another question.
Yeah. It's like, the fact that I can do that, the fact that that can be done, that is not a question. If I will actually pull it off.
Oh, I am so ruined. I have to fight the stupid Jaggy shooter. Jaggy? Jaggy. That Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, I think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Punies and the Jaggies.
Why did Jaggy? Why? I think Jaggy's also the name of like some common rider, like villain enemy.
I think that's also the name of something in Monster Hunter. I'm pretty sure
It
there's
is,
something.
yeah. I don't own Monster Hunter.
It's like one of the few things I know. One of the few things I remember.
I don't own Monster Hunter.
Oh.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, that fishy! Oh,
This Bianchi shooter is really lame, and I can't get close to this stupid electricity.
oh, you got him! I just saw you.
Oh, that was sort of rough. I'm ready for this level to end now.
Nice red hot kick to get ahead of the fish, and then turn around and kick him in the face.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just playing as it is.
Yeah, like that's like.
Just
There's a red hot
Honestly,
kick.
you're saying this stuff, and I'm just like, I just did what I felt natural. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly, and there's nothing more natural in whatchamacallit than to use red hot kick for everything.
That is true.
Like, that is the natural reaction to anything happening around you. Just red hot kick to get away and compose yourself.
This Jaggy dude is really annoying. This Bianchi dude's really annoying. Get out of here. I got the token, so now I can activate the slot machine. Hey, I can get health.
Oh yeah, go out the cheeseburgers.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, what the hell? No, what the hell? Oh. Okay, so far so good. God damn it! Well, I'm not going to be beautiful in this time.
Oh yeah, this is the one that you had to like jump up and hit.
I don't want to say this is lame, because this is just me being absolute garbage at this mechanic. It's really not lame, it's just different. Even still, I don't like it. Give me that cheeseburger. It's so American, just like this video game.
Yeah, like that's one thing I love about. I realize like I love about stuff like this. Like it's so American, but by being so American, it's so Japanese as well.
Yeah, because you can't be this American without like Japanese influence.
Yeah, like because like it's like you can only be this American and cool from it if it's somebody else doing it. Because if we do it, we try too hard, and then something goes.
You remember? Have you ever heard the game Metal Wolf Chaoser? I think it is.
I feel like I did like once.
I don't really know it that well, so I'm gonna summarize it or something, and probably get it horribly wrong. But it's where you play as the president in a giant mecha, and you fight like the vice president who's trying to usurp you in a giant mecha, and you fight like you fight like political figures in mechas. It's just the stupidest, most American Japanese video game I've ever seen in my life. I actually think Two Best Friends played it, or something.
Oh god.
Or maybe it was like Achievement Hunter or something, I don't know.
It might have been, it was probably like Two Best Friends or something. I'm gonna have to look into that.
I would love to play that game, except I think it was only in Japan only, except it was American dubbed. Wait, oh yes, the language of our country is American. No, it was English dubbed, and it was the funniest thing I remember. No, not the electrical switches again. Get out.
I remember like one of my college buddies, he was in port. He had gotten this game that like he couldn't find like a legit copy of back where he was from, which was Ireland, because it was a game called Earth Defense Force. But
that sounds familiar. Was that like the game on the Wii where you fought like giant bugs or something?
I don't remember what the original was on, but they did recently do a second one. So like I remember he said that like the any copies he knew of, like it was just simply titled Giant Ants. Like they didn't even have it. It was just fucking called. It was just there's a box for an Xbox 360 game that just says Giant Ants.
Yeah, that was definitely I'm pretty sure it came out on the Wii as well, but
it probably did. It was like you were like a new member of this naturally an Earth Defense Force that was fighting this scourge of giant insects that just came from like the middle of nowhere, outer space. And naturally, you saw a lot of ants, and you'd just be running around with this gun, just shooting these giant bugs that are just hobbling around these nondescript cities and shit.
You know, just how you would normally do, just how alien techs always would be.
Yeah, like it was like the greatest thing and the worst thing ever at the same time.
I know many of those things. Usually they are from Japan. Not often will you see. Usually, like, it's strange because in America, I think I remember reading this, but Japan really doesn't care about like sales numbers that much. That's why you get guys like Kamiya and stuff.
Yeah, well, they just make what they want, and they're like, hey, people are gonna recognize this, they're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, but in America, it's like we gotta make money. Understandably so, businesses are to make money.
Yeah.
But
so, after a while, once you screw up a few times, maybe we should maybe I should listen to the other part a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, Vita, why are you such garbage? You have all my anime needs. Now I too can be anime. with Danganronpa, because I couldn't see enough of that on my Tumblr dash when it first debuted on freaking...
Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me of all the Danganronpas on my Tumblr dashboard. Not mine.
I could do without seeing Danganronpa ever again.
Oh my god. And like even worse, because like that was around the time. It was around a time where like there was a period where like everyone on friggin' Tumblr was into all these shows that were like really like. Either like kind of dark or like didn't get attached to anyone too long and all this shit. Like you had like the Danganronpa, and then you had Attack on Titan and shit, and then all this stuff. And it's like I don't like any of that stuff because I just can't do all that like. And all of a sudden, it's like, no, I have to keep seeing this everywhere. Damn it.
I watched I watched all of Attack on Titan, and when I was watching it, I thought it was great. Looking back on it, it was really nothing special. Oh no, this boss.
Fucking thing. I think one of the funniest things I read was that somewhat like in an interview with the guy who was the author of the story and stuff. It was funny listening, like, you see, like, he, like, honestly, like, cracks up a bit when it comes to, like, people who get, like, attached to the characters, because, like, he literally just writes people just as, like, you're gonna die. And, like, here's a character that is there to just drum up some stuff and then die. And, like, why are you attached?
Usually tell.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit about this person. I just made them for fun.
Wait. That sub?
I also remember, like, I was reading an article where he's like, yeah, I think I have to change the ending not to make my fans upset, because I gotta make a happy ending somehow, and I have no idea how to do that.
It was like, because he realized people actually give a shit about the characters more than he does. So I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck over my job.
I murder everyone and end it. It's like, you piece of shit.
I mean, I can understand, like, oh, yeah, I don't want to ruin my career. That's bad. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know what to do. How do I make a happy ending when there is no happy ending in sight?
God. I'm not gonna lie, I think it probably would have been funny if he did go with like a big happy ending just to see how pissed everyone would get with it not fitting with everything else.
This overly happy, like, it's like Full Metal Alchemist ending all over again. Like, Eren gets married to, like, I don't know, someone else, some important character. Who knows?
Oh no. God. Like that's one thing that's one of many things that like has been introduced to me and like broken inside of me when it comes to like Tumblr. Like that place feels like bad news to me sometimes. Because like there's certain things I've just stopped giving a fuck about now.
Wow, I beat this boss. This boss is easy. Why was I having trouble with this video? Oh, right, because I didn't know how to play.
Yeah, that's the thing about that was the thing about Grand Bruce. Either he'd be really easy or he'd be really hard. If you gave him an inch, he'd like bite your face off.
Although,
and you wouldn't recover from it. You'd be like, oh god, what do I do?
Yeah, I remember that. He was awful.
After his first Marine battle.
Come to think of it, if I remember correctly, I remember the thing that was a pain in the ass. He had that one move where he would literally just like charge up, and then he'd just start floating around the, like once he filled the place up with water, he'd just start charging around the arena, chomping like friggin' Pac-Man, and he'd do that for like an eternity. And you couldn't hit him during it. If you got too close, he'd literally just bite you and take off a huge chunk of health.
Oh yeah, and then like he could also fill the entire arena with water, and that makes that just makes movement so much easier.
Yeah, that's what it was. Once he filled the arena with water, you were on his home turf, and he would just regret it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, because like
Bad
if that,
memories.
I remember I couldn't beat him at first because he would just spam that charging move, and it was a long. By the time I finally found where he was, he'd have started again, and I was just, okay. Maybe I'll get a punch in. Those are some nice scores.
I completely forgot to use Shocking Pink against what's his face. I was like, I'll save these for him, and then nothing happened.
I always forgot I had items. Always.
Okay, hold down the kick button. I can produce bombs. Got it.
I was notorious. I was like, for a while. I was notoriously bad about forgetting I had like extra things like items. Like I was the guy who played through Kingdom Hearts and forgot he had magic other than pure.
How do you forget you have magic?
Like that shit, I always much of like a physical mindset person that I just kept. It was like, oh yeah, I can do like fireballs, and lightning, and stuff, and like deal with some of this shit that was a pain in the ass when I was doing just physical stuff. When it's too late now, because I finished.
It was.
Then I think
I'm more
that
along
was
the lines of like. I'm more along the lines of like, I won't use stuff because it's like, oh, I might need this later, eventually in
Yes!
my lifetime.
Yes, that is my curse.
It's like, man, look at this like potion that heals like, what the hell is that? Look at this potion that heals like 10% of my, or like 5% of my health. It does like 50 HP out of my like 10,000. I'll save it. Maybe I'll sell it later.
Yeah.
It could come in handy. Who knows?
Yeah, you got like those really nice ones that are like a 50% heal, or like a 75% of your MP regain. And you're like, oh, I should hold on to that for like a boss battle or something. And then you get through boss after boss, not needing it, and then you get to the end of the game, and you're like, wow, I have a lot of items held up. That missile just beat your face in.
Yeah. Wow, there it happened again.
Like you just beat up a bunch of sailors, and then you turn around, and that missile just boom.
Oh, there it happened. It happened again. That's the third time.
Beautiful.
But I'm also the kind of guy who will buy like 99 of every item just to have it. And I'd be like, I could use some more healing items, and I'll never drop below like, oh my god, this missile. Oh my god, this missile is. I've never done this level before.
By the way, anywhere you see those tracks, use zoom in to attack them.
Ah, okay.
Plus through. So more.
Oh, that's. Oh, I just got a remote. Alright.
Yeah, this is kind of. Yeah. Oh, have fun. Yeah, have fun with this one.
You're scaring me.
Yeah, it's another one.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's another one of those platform guiding ones. But yeah, you have those missiles.
No. Oh, you freaking kidding me? But can I not stand on this missile?
Not right now, at least, I think.
I can't. I'm literally getting smacked in the face by this stupid. It's not happening.
Oh god, you jumped into that one.
There we go. I got it. I got the happy thing. Everything. Yeah, I'm so done. I'm so dead.
Well, there you go.
I'm not gonna make it.
I think because there was like a bunch of cracked areas that you didn't deal with before. I think the platform is within. I think like the platform needs guys within one of them.
God damn it! The platform is all the way back.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand how to work this stage now. Now I get it. I love it when that happens. Except there's way too many of these B Yankees. I don't know how to pronounce these stupid names.
There went the platform.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
didn't
saying. That's why I was saying have fun with this one.
I didn't think the platform would blow up if you.
Yeah, you gotta hold it within.
Fun. I'm too.
Yeah,
doesn't
you gotta
matter.
hold.
I'm dead.
In there the whole time the missile was going by.
Action!
Or like you could be like touchy with it with like, you know, tapping the button or something. I think that.
Well, okay, now I know what to do.
There you go.
And every platinum game is better when you know what to do.
Yeah. Like that. Like that's like the magic of it. Like at first you're like, oh god, I'm getting my ass kicked. I don't know what I'm doing. And then that moment happens where you just find a way to make it work. And then from then on, you just start beating everything down.
Yeah. I still haven't found that movement with Bayonetta, but I blame the frame rate for that.
At least until you have the moment where they're like, oh, I think you're hot shit, right? Try this on for size, and then you still get your ass kicked. But you don't feel bad about it because you know you can do it. Eventually.
Oh, man. That just reminds me of a boss fight in Metal Gear Rising, and I refuse to use healing items because. Well, I'm gonna beat the game normally without healing items, and I fought this guy named Monsoon. I didn't know there was a proper trick to make him easier than he was. I didn't know it. Oh my god, it was honestly the most arduous thing. It took I was literally screaming at the game because it took me 2 hours of just dying to that one boss fight over and over again. It was just so awful. Just waiting for that stupid rocket to come by.
I'm actually surprised that for once I'm doing something with someone and Tumblr isn't just conveniently blowing the fuck up. Because every time I hang out with people, that's always the one time where suddenly everyone's reblogging up a storm.
Well, I always reblog when I get back from work at 5 because I don't own a smartphone. I don't need technology. No, did I just lose the... How on earth are you supposed to do that? I don't know how to do that last stretch. God, this is gonna be annoying.
Usually the days I'm hanging out with friends are the days where I look away from Tumblr for 5 minutes and all of a sudden it's 50 new posts and I was like, okay, that's great.
How many people are you following?
No, I'm exaggerating that by a lot.
Well, I don't know. I mean, when there have been times where it's just 99, 100 new posts you can't see anymore. It's just oh.
Yeah, the most it's ever realized there was for me to find was around 15, 20-ish, but it's such a jump up from the usual in such a short amount of time that it feels like a million have just happened.
Yeah, I mean, it gets pretty bad when I follow tags. I'll follow the Legend of Zelda tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it! How... I did it!
It's done. Now for the rest of the level.
Right, that was the beginning.
Yeah!
Oh. Don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'd say this was honestly the beginning is honestly the hardest part of this level. I love when they have those missions that are literally just they just put a flag somewhere and it's look, the mission is just get here.
You gotta go fast, but you also need your V points, but at that point, sometimes you're who cares? I just wanna... Oh, screwed up. Oh, no. Wishful thinking.
Just go for it!
Red hot kick!
What the hell? No, I'm not dealing with you. just, wow, I don't know how much damage you're taking, but how is this guy not dead yet? I'm pumping him full of fists.
I was gonna say I'm not quite there yet, but I guess you just met the big yellow dude.
Yeah, I probably have to punch his back.
I'm not sure. I think it's literally just yeah, get behind him and wail on him.
At least I got a ton of V points for wailing on him stupidly.
Yeah, holy crap! I'm seeing it now.
Yes.
400 beautiful.
Just from punching.
Yeah, there you go. Now I'm seeing it finally. Yeah, like he.
Oh, I get. It's break time, thank God. I get to save.
Oh yeah, technically this is one. This is one. Yeah. Yep, you do all that. You flip over. Time for a break before phase 2. So you essentially have to approach this differently.
I don't even know if I should. I guess the only thing I'd want to. I don't even use Mach speed that much, so I don't even think I'd level it up. Beautiful Forever is useless. Yeah, maybe I'll buy another lighting. Maybe I should save up and get that take 2. I have Shocking Pink. I should use those. Oh no, 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 no. Not again. What? Is this a secret area, or was I not supposed to go this way? Oh. Oh, okay, that was just more health. Interesting.
Yeah, I just remembered this. Never mind. This was the part where things got a little tricky.
Oh, that's so encouraging.
Well, not like saying it's like it gets like really hard or something like that. It's like you just gotta like really remember where you like what direction you're moving and just like the basic layout.
Yeah, I was getting confused initially, but
Yeah.
there's new Bianchis.
Yeah, you
Which
get
is
picked up,
bad
you get
because
picked
I'm
up.
gonna get shot by rockets. What on earth? These... Get out of here. Oh, I almost ran out of power right there.
Luckily, you don't have to worry. Luckily, you don't have to worry about dodging the missiles anymore.
I just got a life from beating up a couple of black Bianchis. Pretty nice.
Oh yeah. There's really like nothing since that's like where you came in at. There's nothing that you really need to like do over there. So they just threw in a bunch of enemies just to be like, you don't need to be over here. But then if you beat them, they're like, nice job winning. Take an extra
Yeah,
life.
they do that a lot in like they do it a lot in Platinum games.
Yeah, they'll beat you down, but it's like we want you to win. We want you to get to the end of this and see it all. Like that's one thing that was really nice about. That's one thing you can really feel a lot of in like if you ever end up getting around to that missile does.
Yeah.
the Wonderful 101. So there's a lot built into that game to keep you from getting to like. They'll challenge you. They'll make sure that you know exactly what you're doing, but they're not going to frustrate you.
I got unlimited unlimited special effects powers. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Oh, I see. Maybe.
Yep. There you go.
Interesting.
Or maybe you're reacting to something different.
Wait. Oh, I can just step on here. Okay. There we are.
Oh yeah, there's the unlimited.
It's a little annoying.
Oh yeah, the gears. Yeah, I think they're stopped for good once you do it. But yeah, this was basically what I meant by like the trickiness. Like there's a lot of stuff where you're just kind of like, okay, you gotta stop and figure out what you're doing.
It's not that bad. Like
yeah, then just execute it as best you can. Yeah, it's nothing that's like, oh god, this is really gonna frustrate you and like get on your nerves. Like, nah, get your bearings.
I'm all out of ow. Come on, this yellow Bianchi is sort of annoying, but nothing I can't deal with. What the? Alright, not bad. I'm actually starting to really enjoy this now.
Yeah, like it's really, generally it's just like once you're outside of that area once you're outside of the area where the torpedoes are constantly coming at you, boom, everything gets a lot better for this stage.
This area looks very suspicious.
Down you go. Or not. I don't know.
Well, these look like bombs, and that's not encouraging.
I'll see in a moment.
I have shocking pink, I should use that. But I won't because I never get a good opportunity to use it. Not when I can just literally kill everything with slowed down zoom in.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this. I remember not being quite sure what to do here.
What the? Okay. This is a little strange. Oh god, I don't remember. Cool. I think that worked. Okay, I see.
What's going on for you right now, anyway?
What do you mean?
Like in the game, since you're like naturally like a little bit ahead of me.
I'm on top of a missile. Well, aside from stopping the missiles,
Oh, okay.
I'm just heading back to the
Like I heard like a bit. I heard like a lot of things and like quick succession. So I wasn't sure if you reached the boss yet or not.
Nah.
Almost.
This Bianchi's on fire. How is he not dead? Oh, great. Black Bianchi's.
ways through this. The game, I mean, as a whole.
I know there's only 7 levels.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember exactly how much you did. I was like, oh yeah, she's been through. Yeah.
I wasn't exactly intending to beat this, but
Yeah, I can definitely go for at least like a little bit longer.
yeah. Oh no, I lost my power. Too bad it doesn't matter because I have the turbo boost.
That thing is a godsend in this game.
Really, it's like one of the first things you should buy aside from Red Hot Kick.
It's definitely one of the first things you should buy in the second game too, because some of some of Sylvia's powers, they kind of like eat up chunks of the bar at once.
God, I really need health. I'm surviving by the skin of my teeth.
Because like her major one is like, what was it? It was like instant. It was like instant replay. So whatever you do happens like in triple, and each time more powerful. But instead of it's like you hold the button down to like technically like record what you're doing, and then every move that you do from then on will be replayed 2 times over for like triple. But it just takes a chunk out of your VFX, so it can eat it up quick.
Sounds handy.
Yeah. Except for the part when like you're not paying attention, and then it's a double-edged sword because it does whatever you do in triple, and it does whatever hurts you in triple as well. So if you screw up, so if you screw up in the face, that's a triple punch, and that's a triple punch minus the VFX power from recording it.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I was gonna say, you look like a complete idiot if you screw it up, and I've screwed it up a lot. I know what it's like to look like an idiot.
I think I'm gonna buy Take 2. Even if I die, I'll just start all the way back where I died.
Yeah, that's a handy one.
And I don't need lives. If I buy the actual life upgrade, do I get healed a bit?
I don't know. I think it just adds an extra life to your.
Oh no! Wait, no to that. I need cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's not worth it to buy extra lives, honestly.
Especially on kid mode. Yeah. I'm all out of points now. I should have bought some boomerang just to see what they do. Not that I've tried Mach Punch, or,
like if there was like any differences between like the versions of these games. Now I remember that there wasn't a difference. Actually, I don't remember if Viewtiful Joe 2 came to GameCube.
I think it did. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Yeah, it probably did. I know there was definitely no difference between those two versions, but I do remember that the PS2 version of the original Viewtiful Joe had an extra mode that once you beat the game, after you beat the game once, you could replay it again as Dante from Devil May Cry. So
now
like
featuring
instead of
Dante from Devil May Cry.
So instead of Sylvia, he's like making out with Trish at the movie theater, and then she gets kidnapped, and like they redo the plot to make it seem like instead of like whoever like kidnapped Sylvia at the beginning, it's like a demon from like the underworld that's like taking revenge for like what Sparta did and shit, and it's like, okay.
Now featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series.
Legit, that's legit what it was, and like they had this weird like backwards garbled speech because they didn't have any like actual dialogue, so like you see subtitles and they like talk like if you like rewind, like if you reverse someone's dialogue. I didn't really like his fighting style too much because like instead of kicks he had his sword, which was cool, but instead of punches he had his gun.
Strange.
Yeah, so like you couldn't do some of the types of like combos that you could do in like with like as Joe or Sylvia or something, because like I'm shooting and I'm not shooting energy, so they can't. So the bullets can't get bigger.
I gotta find the other Joe. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is. Oh, his Mach speed power's lame.
Yeah. My heart goes out to you, man. May you fare slightly better than I did.
I don't even know what I'm really doing. I think either I'm seeing his. No, I'm seeing his clones. What? Oh, he's so fast.
Like, I can't even remember the trick I used for like keeping track of them. Like I can't even really help. Yeah, like literally. Come to think of it, I think what I did was I literally just ran around, just ignoring all his clones and stuff, and just seeking, just like make a beeline for wherever he is, and just find him.
I guess, but
like, it was like it didn't exactly work, but it worked better than my initial plan of panicking and getting my ass.
Oh my god! I took out like a fair amount of his health in the very beginning. Now I'm just
Yeah. Then he started the clone nonsense, and suddenly everything sucks. Par for the
really does. And I see him. He's like all the way over there. Just
that is par for the course with it for your first. That is definitely, yeah. Oh no! You got caught. Oh.
These clones.
I just saw that. I just saw the moment where one clone caught you, and then all the others caught up. That's never fun. Oh.
Get out of my life, Auntie Joe, or whatever your name is.
I think he's legit just called Another Joe.
Yeah, I think that was what the soundtrack said. I feel like the best chance to attack him is when he summons 6 Machine.
Yeah, I think he stops a bit when he does that.
It's like I just gotta bide my time and not suck.
Yeah, he's gotta run like
6 Machine.
Keep jumping. Like, I think you get a little bit more time if, when you get close to him, you can like, there you go.
Oh, he's done.
Go, there you go.
Condition red. Condition red. All crew evacuate immediately. Condition red.
Oh my god, the level keeps going. Oh god, it's a time limit.
Oh crap! How long? I'm trying to remember how long the time limit was.
It's 600 seconds, but I imagine there's going to be tons of fights.
You can get into a lot of fights, but I think you just gotta just run like hell. I'm pretty sure none of them are mandatory. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't know. I'd rather not take too much blame if you die in a fiery blade.
What the hell am I supposed to do here?
Oh right, the whole thing tips over. So now you've
I'm
got.
not really sure what I'm supposed to do this rocket.
Shoot.
Wait, wasn't there a way? I can't go back down, so.
You gotta do you gotta Mach speed ignite it and then slow mo launch it. Like uppercut it.
Gotcha. Oh. Did I make it? No, I just glitched the air. I just literally glitched the graphics. Yeah, okay.
Actually, yeah, since you got that whole ability to like use Mach speed while in slow mo, you could definitely make it underneath it. Yeah, you've gotta uppercut the dang thing to knock it into the air, I think, and then you just run like hell underneath it. There you go.
Okay, so I'm understanding it.
Yep, just keep doing it for the rest of them.
This is the strangest Metroid game I've ever played.
Nice, very nice. Oh, there's the one there's the one. That's the one I was thinking of that needed the slow motion.
It's nice that they give me, like, food that heals me all the way.
There's like another spot for you to like keep jumping to like just keep climbing up beside it because I think you're supposed to like get on top of that one or something.
Oh my goodness! Like,
There-
I wonder if I can destroy the lasers. Not that it matters. I got out of here.
Just say I'm not really sure how long 600 seconds is, but I'm pretty sure it's not 3 minutes. So
No, that's 10 minutes, I think.
oh yeah, that would be. There.
There are many more difficult trials that will present themselves to Joe.
Never ask me to do math on short notice. I will always mess it up.
I don't know math anymore. I know only media.
Take place.
Yeah, it wasn't 3 minutes, so I wouldn't. So I guess I would. Actually, now that I think about it, considering the circumstances, I wouldn't classify this under what I like to call Samus's law.
Find out in the next episode. The Midnight Thunder Boy.
Hey, sometimes it's like okay,
It's usually like somewhere around there. But that definitely says something for how fast she is.
Oh, episode 5. I think that's enough for now.
You did good. You did damn good, man.
Oh my lord, that was another Joe was tough.
Yeah, but you handled that better. You handled that swifter than I did, because I definitely died a couple times against him.
I've only died once in this game.
Actually, yeah.
Oh. I don't know whether to call it an eventful stream or not, but I think considering it's still going.
I sort of
just end it.
All I know is I certainly had fun.
Yeah. I'm just gonna end it. If it hasn't already, huh? Oh, it's on there, right, so...